Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Sonny Corinthos is having open heart surgery this week on General Hospital. Fans wonder if the show plans to kill the mob boss off amid rumors that portrayer Maurice Benard is retiring after decades in the industry. Maurice Benard joined General Hospital as mob boss Sonny Corinthos in 1993. He previously played Nino Kelly on All My Children from 1987 until 1990. Throughout the 1990s, the mob storylines involving Sonny were front and center on the soap opera. He survived several shootouts and other near-death experiences over the years. In a 2006 storyline, Sonny was diagnosed as bipolar, which mirrored Maurice Benard's real-life struggle with the disorder. Sonny is still in the mob, but his mental health struggles are often the focus of the storyline and not mob activity. However, Sonny recently began to experience heart problems. He suffered a heart attack earlier this year. Now the character is about to undergo open heart surgery. One fan posted on Twitter that it's time to let Sonny die on the operating table. Is Maurice Benard leaving General Hospital after over 30 years? Rumors have swirled a lot over the last few years that Maurice Benard is ready to retire from acting. He advocates for mental health on the State of Mind YouTube vlog. The series often features soap actors who share their experiences with mental health struggles. In the past, the actor shut down any rumors about his plans to retire. But a new video on Instagram seemed to hint that this time is different. In an emotional video, the actor expressed gratitude for General Hospital fans for their love for the last 30+ years. As I was figuring out what to write, all I can say is, when you've played a character for over 32 years, which is more than half my life, all I can think of is the generosity, love, and always my home away from home, he captioned the heartfelt post. One fan wrote in the comments that the video message felt like a goodbye. Maurice Benard responded with a series of emojis, but didn't confirm or deny if he's leaving the show to retire. If the rumors are true that Maurice Benard is leaving General Hospital, fans will still have the opportunity to see him in person. He will be on tour for select dates this summer. The actor partnered with Coastal Entertainment for an evening of inspiration and reflection. According to the tour company, Maurice Benard will also answer questions about his time on the ABC soap opera. The tour kicks off in Texas on July 8 and wraps up in Virginia a few weeks later. Click here to see if he's coming to a city near you. With Sonny undergoing surgery this week and Maurice Benard's emotional post, do you think General Hospital is finally killing off Sonny Corinthos? Sound off in the comments. General Hospital fans are reeling after an emotional new interview from Maurice Benard sent shockwaves through the soap community. The man behind Sonny Corinthos, one of daytime television's most iconic and complex characters, hinted at a heartbreaking twist that no one saw coming. Could it be the end of the road for Port Charles' legendary mob boss? With whispers of death in the air and a vulnerable side of Benard emerging like never before, GA viewers are now facing a terrifying possibility. Sonny Corinthos might die. Maurice Benard, who has played Sonny since 1993, rarely lets down his guard in public. He's always been fiercely protective of his character and deeply loyal to the fans. But in a new video shared on his social media, and during a recent emotionally raw podcast episode of State of Mind, Benard opened up in a way that has left fans shaken. With tears in his eyes and an unmistakable heaviness in his voice, the Emmy winner spoke about closure, legacy, and the need to say goodbye to the past. He never directly said Sonny is dying, but he didn't have to. The clues were all there. And now the soap world is in a full-blown panic. Benard has always spoken candidly about his struggles with mental health, his journey with bipolar disorder, and the highs and lows of playing such an intense character for over 3 decades. But something about this interview felt different. Fans noticed his tone wasn't just reflective, it was final. I've given everything I could to this character, he admitted. There's not a piece of me Sonny hasn't touched. But sometimes you just know when a chapter is closing. That single sentence has sent GH fans spiraling. Is this Maurice Benard's way of saying he's preparing to exit the show? Or worse, is the GH writing team planning a devastating GH spoilers have hinted that dark times were ahead for Sonny Corinthos. Enemies have been circling. His power in the underworld is slipping. His personal relationships are strained. He's made more enemies than allies lately. And not even his closest family seems able to save him from what's coming. A violent shootout, a mysterious health crisis, and an emotional will reading have all been teased in upcoming spoilers. And now, with Maurice Benard giving off serious farewell vibes, everything is starting to line up. Could this be GH's boldest, most heart-wrenching storyline in years? The soap has never shied away from shocking deaths and jaw-dropping twists. But Sonny has always been the untouchable centerpiece of General Hospital. He's the sun around which so many storylines orbit. To kill them off would be seismic. Yet perhaps that's exactly why it might happen. In his own words, Benard said, "I've lived Sonny's pain. I've carried his burdens. But I've also carried his love. I think, maybe it's time I let him go." The silence that followed was deafening. Fans immediately flooded the comments section, begging for clarity, demanding answers, and pleading with Benard not to leave. But he hasn't offered a follow-up. And that silence might say more than words ever could. Behind the scenes, GH insiders are reportedly bracing for big changes. With the show recently undergoing a shift in writing teams and producers promising riskier story arcs, there's speculation that killing off a legacy character like Sonny is part of a larger plan to shake up the soap and boost ratings. After all, the last few months have seen a darker, more isolated Sonny, cut off from loved ones, lashing out, making questionable choices, and appearing more vulnerable than ever. Some fans have even speculated he may be suffering from a secret illness or hiding something tragic. Could GH be laying the groundwork for a heartbreaking farewell? There's also talk of a redemption arc that ends in sacrifice. Could Sonny die protecting his family? Could he lay down his life to save someone like Carly, Michael, or even Jason? Some believe the groundwork is being laid for a dramatic shootout or a deadly betrayal, one that forces Sonny to make the ultimate choice. If Benard truly is stepping away, fans want it to be meaningful. They want it to matter. And based on how emotional he's been lately, it seems he wants that too. Longtime viewers know that Maurice Benard doesn't take storytelling lightly. He's an actor who immerses himself in every scene, often pushing himself to the emotional brink to honor the truth of Sonny's journey. That kind of dedication doesn't fade overnight. If he is preparing for a final chapter, fans can expect fireworks and tears. "When I go," Benard said cryptically, "I want it to be unforgettable. I want people to feel it in their soul." The very idea of General Hospital without Sonny Corinthos feels unthinkable. But maybe that's the point. Maybe the story needs to break our hearts to remind us why we fell in love with Sonny in the first place. While no official confirmation has come from ABC or GH showrunners, the writing is on the wall. Sources close to the set have remained tight-lipped, but there's buzz that a major storyline, one involving a betrayal, a long-lost enemy, and a funeral, is already in development for the summer. And if Sonny's days truly are numbered, fans will want to prepare now. Because when Maurice Benard exits that stage, there will be no dry eyes in Port Charles, or anywhere else. Maurice Benard's emotional honesty has always been his gift to fans. But this time, that honesty feels like a warning. A goodbye cloaked in gratitude. A hint of sorrow and pride. Sonny Corinthos has survived shootouts, mental breakdowns, kidnappings, and betrayals. He's been shot, imprisoned, exiled, and nearly killed dozens of times. But what if the biggest threat was never an external enemy? What if Sonny's final battle is internal, against time, loss, and the inevitable end? Whether Maurice Benard is leaving for good, taking a break, or simply teasing the ultimate misdirection, One thing is clear. General Hospital is at a crossroads. And so is Sonny. Fans may not be ready to say goodbye, but the show might be ready to make us. And if that day is coming, all we can do is savor every moment, every scene, every look in Sonny's eyes. Because in Port Charles, nothing lasts forever, not even legends. Stay tuned, because if Maurice Benard's haunting words are any indication, we're about to witness the most emotional goodbye General Hospital has ever delivered.